I feel like you guys need to back off. Though that is a mountain. Should have been easier to hold them off there than it was. Why are you attacking? Don't be attacking, that seems silly. Yeah, you guys back off. You done training yet? Nope. Well, hurry up. Actually, you two should be in the yellows. And then you two should be in the blues. Trench warfare. Which gives us more max entrenchment and entrenchment speed, which is good. Max planning plus 30%. Nice. Good. Right. Let's fall back en masse. Liberals criticise the clergy. It seems that the liberal elements of our society consider it rather unwise to maintain such strong bonds between the church and the state. During a small demonstration in the capital, they have demanded more religious pluralism and secularisation of the government. We can let them shout, or we can encourage national debate on religious matters. Neo-Slavic revival. With the Russian situation slowly stabilising, some politicians, philosophers and scholars are attempting to revive the 19th century concept of Pan-Slavism, a vision of a united Slavic federation centred around Russia. These ideas are gaining quick support among the conservative military officers, including Anton Denikin and Peter Wrangel. An interesting concept indeed. It's only 7 units that are training. 6 units that are training. And I'm expecting my industry to recover. The only reason it sucks so much is my political power. And I happen to know that Russia has a couple of events which give you a bunch of political power to help you recover. I got a bunch of overruns here. That sucked. No, 1 unit overrun. Just need you to hold until this 8 arrives. They can get me there. I think you lot just need to whole-scale withdraw. Right, we've made... No, we haven't. Send you there. Just make sure that this cavalry unit doesn't just completely encircle me. Take troops off the Ukrainian front to fight the Japanese. I don't have the logistics up here to do that. I've lost 100,000 men already. This is going to be a bloody war. I mean, I was expecting this to fall back fairly quickly. Once we get to this much thinner area, I know from experience fighting Bussy there, it gets much, much harder for the Japanese. Legacy of the Whites. The White Generals defeated the Bolsheviks more than 15 years ago and brought peace and prosperity to the country. The White Knights shall be honoured as heroes of Russia. You mean the American Union State soldiers? Now that Russia has stabilised and grown stronger under the rule of her army, she must now grow. We must reclaim the land that has been stolen to us and liberate the peoples that are chanting for our return. Division recovery rate, which would be good. And that will also finish all the political reforms that we were working on. Right. You need to acknowledge the fact that they are coming that way. Oh. Shanqing was annexed. How are we doing for supply here? We are actually fine. You know what? Half of you come join Wrangel. And we're no longer getting the effects of the Mark Gold transfer. We are still building that infrastructure, but it's going quicker and quicker. Germany's helping Japan. Where have we seen this before? Oh, if only I had some aircraft to cover the skies while this is all going on. Well, part of the reason we were struggling so far here is because it was such a thin line. Now it's getting much thicker, so different divisions are reinforcing each other. And we're getting these lovely, lovely green icons instead. Also, their planning has probably run out. It's still early game. So where... Oh, it starts there. Yeah, it's up to here. Okay. So, Wrangel. And up to there. Good. Technology. What did I just get? Radio. Which is going to increase the reinforcement rate, which is good. Or I could just wait, 2 more days. And get the 1938 technologies. Marvellous. Including more research. You guys are all backing off. Why are you attacking? Don't attack. Don't get cut off either, but don't attack. Ho Chi Minh arrives in Calcutta. Field Marshal Voronezh dies. One of the most prominent military figures in the army has passed away today. Memento Mori. By the way, having a dreadful Russia game is close to being one of the first possible thing. Only Mongolia declares war on you. Hey, Elise. Yeah, I'm kind of expecting them to. Although, now I've moved away my Mongolian troops. They're still struggling against the Markleek, though. As long as that war is ongoing, I should be okay. Although, I might want to shift Eagle Slayer's forces over there. Or Mulgin. I mean, actually, early on, Mulgin with... I don't have enough artillery, that's the problem. Our ideology has grown. I don't know if we're authoritarian Democrat. Yeah, we must be. We're not national populist. We are still a republic. I don't know if this is what we are. Well, Wrangel there is authoritarian Democrat, so I'm going to say excellent. Is that cavalryman moving? No, he's trying to cut these guys off. That's fine. Are you guys coming in to fill over there? You are. Excellent. Yeah, so it looks like Japan's doing quite well, but I'm actually pretty happy with how we're holding them. Although we are now suffering horrible attrition. Well, not really horrible. Pretty bad attrition, but they're going to be suffering even worse. Because the land they're taking is the land we fought over. No, I cannot bring back the Soviets. In fact, I've already beaten the Soviets off. Victory was mine. Right, I can get the new fighters. Should I try and divert some stuff to building them, though? I want more infantry defense. State revanchism done. So we've completed all the political stuff. So now we can do the bureaucracy. They still haven't lost as much as I have, but the rate of our losses has gone down. Why are you attacking? Stop attacking. Transamo tried to claim Siberia. I said no. Deutsche Mittelafrika and Portugal have signed a peace deal. Portugal lost a bunch of land. Mass for the motherland. Give me that political power. A small celebration dedicated to the prosperity of our motherland has been performed yesterday in one of our towns. Even though it was very modest in scale and attendance, it attracted the conservative media's attention. Many common people consider this to be a visible sign of the Church's support of the motherland. Exactly. It was just Wrangel says no. We want Siberia. Wrangel says no. National Protection Alliance declared war on Tibet. That's these guys. That's not good for Mongolia. They have already lost a rather significant amount of stuff. Look how weak these units are getting. They're out of manpower. Already. I mean, obviously Fentiang and Japan won't be. But Transima is already out of manpower. That's hilarious. Great new bureaucracy, done. They lost 1,000 men. 2,000 men. How are you out of manpower? Attrition, I guess. Right, so we can get the mechanization of agriculture, which gives us the production efficiency bonus. Or we can go for educate the masses, which is 2 more building slots, research time reduction, and also political power. Let's go with educate the masses. The Russian nation, torn apart by social and political unrest, has been unable to initiate any massive education program successfully. There's still a large rural population dominating the countryside. A school in every village will allow us to integrate even more people into our society and economy. That is true. I did massively buff them. What's with the massive lack of political power? I'm playing as Russia. That's what it is. Aren't half of you meant to be assigned to this line? Yes, they are. And the Civil War is still ongoing. In fact, the United Baltic Duchy might even win. Grand Battle Plan. Marvellous. 10% more defence for infantry and organisation. Hells to the yes, please. Serbia declared war on Bulgaria. Fourth Balkan War. There it is. Bad things start happening now. Lajiok and Knussen, thank you very much for the follows. Youth organisation provides volunteers. A youth organisation is happy to announce that an extraordinary number of teenagers have excelled in physical tests and were recommended to join our military. Okay. I won't say no. I just won't say no. I'm making 20 guns. Like, our gun production has quadrupled. We must be up to 8 gunsmiths instead of 2. Tsar Oslo saying I should switch to war economy. Ha! 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 Funny guy. Two of them. And you and you. There. And then there were just 2. Marvellous. Can I go so far as to say that I've fought the Japanese to a standstill already? I find that somewhat unlikely. But anyway, Wrangel, what you can do is prepare a plan. Oh, you already have one. Never mind. I was going to say so you can get some planning preparation, but you're already doing that. Marvellous. Right, so we've done the infrastructure. Where are we struggling? Just there. So we need a bit more infrastructure just at the very end. That can be probably arranged. Let's get that up to a 4. One of the best mods in any game, in my opinion. I would agree with that. Yeah, I would definitely agree with that. Ottoman Empire has declared war on the Kurds. Kurdish uprising. So how's the Civil War going? Oh, that does not look good for the United States. Even the PSA is doing quite badly. AUS, I would say, is actually doing the best, although the CSA is pretty close to Atlanta. Free trade area with Ukraine. The new Ukraine government has sought to reconstruct the economy by establishing a free trade area between the Ukraine and the Russian market. This virtual erasure of eye-watering tariffs and custom duties at the border would be a substantial boon for our own merchants and industrialists. Furthermore, opening up a largely agrarian Ukrainian market to the Russian importers desperate to feed their austerity-hit masses in Russia's major cities would massively boost our economy. Cool. I guess that Wrangel says yes. How many divisions does Wrangel lose? I don't think he's lost any. Pretty sure he's just... that's 47. I mean, I've been keeping a fairly close eye on what's happening over there. I mean, his biggest danger was simply how weak his divisions are compared to the Japanese. Ottoman Axis War. Oh, it's begun. I would say that the Ottomans are in a lot of... yeah, the Ottomans are done. They have too many people behind their lines. Meanwhile, Kingdom of Spain is, I would say, winning currently. Right, focus. We can get the National Administration School, which is one more research slot. With the new bureaucracy steadily growing, we should set up a National Administration School which prepares any future army of bureaucrats for the necessary work ahead of them. And that will be another research slot too, which would be awesome. Yeah. If Persia gets involved, then the Ottomans have definitely lost. And for the Axis to declare war at the same time as the Kurds, GG. More manpower. Splendid! Alright, Central America, Cypriot Uprising. So added another 12. So yeah, 35 plus 12 is 47. Seluf, thank you very much for the follow. Move my phone so I can actually see the notifications as they come up. Probably wise. I should probably make sure I do that more often. Right. Oh, no, still going. Nikolai Trubovskoy publishes the Principles of Geopolitics. Principia Geopolitikati, published in the late 30s by Nikolai Trubetskoy, is now considered a cornerstone of modern geopolitics. In his book, the Russian conservative philosopher and politician envisioned a new Russian empire, defined not by the Tsardom or the religion, but rather by a pragmatic control over the Eurasian continent. His ideas were further developed by Lev Guminlov, thus creating the so-called Eurasian Doctrine. Does Egypt get an event to declare war on the Ottomans if the Kurds rise up? I don't know. I haven't played as Egypt. They're one of the nations that I do need to try. Interesting concept. Give me more political power. We're down to a meager minus 601 now. Our ideology has grown. Excellent. Keep that up. Oh, Don Kuban and Alashord are at war. I missed that one. Ah, you guys are trained. Marvellous. You can join his army. You can stop training. These two can join that and that. They can do that. And you can join. You guys can come and join Wrangel. Alright. In fact, I could have had them join you. Should probably do that. So Wrangel's force is over here. You two can join him. And then you coming down here. This is going to normal. Wrangel goes into a new theatre and gets dibs on all the gear. Because he's actually fighting. Watch out for Finland, Mordred. Well, sometimes Finland actually joins us. But yes, you're right. I had kind of forgotten about Finland. So that would give you a good job, Warbird. You can be my Finnish front. Oh, the way that they fix the lakes now means that it's a contiguous line around all the sodding lakes. Oh, you spoil me. Cyprus is gone. Good. We're going to say that your job is to take Helsinki. I want you to do that from there. Because it will mean that you're positioning more troops around Petrograd. St. Petersburg. It would not be called Petrograd. We're not Soviets. Right. Actually, it would be. It just means Peter City. It's not like they speak communist. They speak Russian. Improved infantry equipment. Yes, please. For more soft attacks. We can do more better damage to the Japanese. Alright. This definitely seems to have come to something of a standby. And I'm still upgrading the infrastructure. I mean, we have a good flow all the way through. Yeah, it just needs another level or two, and then we shouldn't be getting any more attrition there. In fact, I don't think we're getting attrition because we're not actually moving. Isn't that how it works? Someone once told me that was how it worked. What DLC do I have on? All of them. Yeah, they've extracted a rather heavy toll from us. And the air superiority is not going to help. I really kind of wish I hadn't given the aircraft away now. I'm going to have to build some new ones. But for that, I'm going to need an industry. National Administration School is complete. Marvellous. So now it is time to mechanise agriculture. Which also gives us political power. In fact, all of these do, except for that one. Nice. So, political power, and we get the production efficiency cap, which is a big one. A majority of all Russian farms in the nation are still worked on with hands and hooves. This has kept the Russian economy stagnated for long enough. A large-scale sponsored mechanization must be initiated. Alright then. Also, research, because we have a 4th research slot. Huzzah! So, with that... what do I want? Artillery support? Heavy tanks? Heavy tanks could actually be pretty effective. Oh, I need more industry for that, though. Mountaineers? I think I'm going to go with the artillery support. Because the main way to beat Japan is kill their manpower. Which means lots and lots of soft attack. Tibet has capitulated. That's good for me because it means that Mongolia is in a threatening position with Markleek. Because Markleek is no longer fighting on 2 fronts. Oh, the DLC is worth it for new players. Yeah, don't bother with Death or Dishonor. The other one's good. What's it called? Together for Victory is good. Death or Dishonor, no. Although Waking the Tiger when it comes out will definitely be. I'm really excited about that one. I think it will be good. Computing machine. Excellent. Even more faster research. I think it's time for us to get mobile infantry so that we can start getting like field hospitals so we get the trickle back. Although that's going to require motorized and also supply equipment. What I really need is for my industry to kick up into high gear. Which is going to start doing now that I'm actually improving Nizhny Novgorod. Do I have anything which will increase my infrastructure? Yes. So I don't want to go above 8 infrastructure, basically. Although Nizhny Novgorod is not one of the places that gets some. Which is where I'm currently building it. So my plan is to upgrade Nizhny Novgorod to 10. And then just stick down a whole bunch of civilian factories there. And let's get this show on the road! Kind of need heavy fighters and tactical bombers for the Far East and huge air zones. You're not wrong. Yeah, you are definitely not wrong. I mean, regular fighters would do down here, but Eastern Siberia? Yeah. Death or Dishonor is still a must. I think the air combat updates are just so much better. Doesn't that just come with the patch, though? You don't actually need the DLC for it. The DLC is just for the focus trees for Czechoslovakia, Yugoslavia, Hungary, and... I'm missing one. Romania. And the licensing. I don't think it's any of the air stuff. Are they attacking? They are attacking again. Incoming! But I'm starting to get a little bit more strength out here. And we're going to make them bleed for every bit that they take. Because their casualties are going up quite a lot faster than mine are. Which I approve of. Taking over Russia as Finland and Vanilla, that's not hard. Vanilla just does so many things wrong, and I really hope they fix a bunch of that in Waking the Tiger. Really hope. Fingers crossed. Huzzah! Seluf, thank you very much. And Death to QWERTY. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Of course, gifting a sub is now a thing. That's very cool. I like that. Thank you. Free trade area results in profits. The free trade area with Ukraine has shown its benefits. The borderlands, which have been deserted since the Weltkrieg, are now home to a number of new collieries and ironworks, and our urban poor now have access to cheap Ukrainian grain to supplement their diet. The unemployment rate has been reduced substantially in certain key sectors. This is a great example of successes brought by Russo-Ukrainian cooperation. We gain 5 new factories. Great. I would agree. That is indeed great. How much PP do I gain on a daily basis? 0! As long as I have a focus going. Lava Kornilov dies. Marshal Kornilov, one of the 4 officers that led the White Movement against the Bolsheviks during the Civil War, has passed away. Kornilov has greatly contributed to the post-revolutionary Russia's politics. 2 weeks of national mourning have been declared as the people prepare for the funeral ceremony. Oh dear. Because Kornilov was one of my top guys, I think. Yep. And we have finished the mechanisation of agriculture, which means more production efficiency. Alright, let's encourage private property as well, for another 3 factories and some more political power. Private property has long been under threat by the syndicalists and other rabble. Using new laws such as Civil Code and Land Code, we'll be able to strengthen their rights and security of the business owners, big and small, in Russia. So, we are expanding our production capacity, actually, a fair bit.